So if you're a hard case newbie, the hope for you is that you can actually become better than the guy that has it average. Anthony Robbins says the enemy of the best is the good. So if you use the leverage that your situation is so fucked up and so lame, and you use that as leverage, you'll wind up better than most guys. You have to be willing to take your time. You will not solve decades of damage with one little fucking trick. You're not going to take a pill and solve it. You're not going to do one little thing and solve it. It's going to be a lifelong commitment of looking at nutrition, exercise, socializing, things like meditation. If you don't like meditation, then relaxation, like going into the woods and looking at a fucking deer or something. Going out and meeting people. You build the shit up and you come out of it. And when you come out of it, you can be somebody like a JFK, like a fucking Gandhi, like a Martin Luther King, like these types of guys. Martin Luther King tried to commit suicide twice. You guys see what I'm saying here? JFK went through periods of deep illness, deeply, deeply ill, where people thought he would die. These types of things, right? Winston Churchill went through deep, deep depressions. So you can become one of those people. It doesn't mean you're gonna become one of them, because those guys are in their own fucking universe. But you can become somebody of great power if you've gone through that, because you've been hardened. Do you guys see what I mean here? If you've been through that kind of bullshit, then if you've conditioned yourself to pull yourself out of something like that, if the world gets all fucked up, all the other people, they're used to happiness. They're like, whoa, happy. And they're like, my happy world's falling apart. My happy world is falling apart. Shit gets all fucked up. You're just like, it's all good, baby. Yeah. You don't care because you're adjusted to it. So you've taken conscious control. Do you guys see what I mean? Okay. So there's benefits. Being a hard case newbie means that you can be better than any of the guys that had it easily. It'll be harder to get, but you can excel to a higher level than all the people that were naturally good, if you choose to. But for you, it will be a life of commitment. In the same way that a guy that wants to get kind of big in the gym, if he's gonna be big in the gym and he's a hard gainer, a little skinny dude, he's gonna have a higher commitment level. To get to that level, you're gonna have a higher commitment level. You're not gonna get to average as easily. And sometimes even striving to stay at average won't work for you because you slip back. So you have to really commit. You have to take your foot off the fucking parking brake, man. You have to burn the boats, as they say, and just go for it. As a hard case newbie, if you do that, you can slowly build those willpower muscles, slowly reacclimate your body to positivity, build up friends, build up abundance, build an amazing situation for yourself. You do amazing, amazing things.
The people who I see crushing it have very strong personal boundaries, and they have very strong personal ecosystems. So what you have to do what I'm talking about here is you have to choose your influences very carefully and choose what am I putting into myself very carefully.
You want to view your brain as a horse, and you have to be good at tricking the horse into doing what you want it to do. Everything that I do on a day-to-day basis is constantly me tricking my brain. But guys are like, well, life isn't fair, life is tough. No shit. No shit. Of course it's tough. But if you want more, you can acknowledge that life can be competitive and tough and hard, and you can push to get it. The problem with a lot of dudes is they're not thinking very big. And you can tell the size of a man by the size of his problems, can't you? So a man who's very upset and overwhelmed by a small problem is probably a man with smaller ambitions and a smaller circle of concerns, as Stephen Covey would call it. When you expand your circle of concerns beyond yourself, then little small concerns don't affect you as much.
Any thought that goes in your mind should be one of the following. Self-amused happiness, which makes you have an awesome time. Cutting a boundary to bullshit, or if you want to be depressed, use that depressed time for introspection on looking at your life of why it's not going in the direction that it's going. One of the most powerful habits I have, I've said this before, whenever anything goes wrong, I look at I don't care what other people did, I look at what I did today, earlier today, yesterday, the day before, the year before, and I think about what I did a decade ago that got me to where I'm at.